Hi everyone, today I will presenting the organization background for our project, and the company we selected is Starbucks. Starbucks is one of the most well-known coffee company in the world. It started in Seattle, USA in 1971, and today it has more than 38,000 stores across over 380 countries. The company operates in the food and beverage industry, selling coffee, drinks, pastries, and merchandise. Starbucks use a mixed organizational structure where the head office control major decision, but individual stores can make small adjustments based on local customer needs. The company also has a strong culture that focuses on teamwork, customer service, and treating employees called partners with respect. Even with its global success, Starbucks faces several challenges. The first issue is low employee morale. Many baristas feel stressed because the workload is heavy. Customers come in large numbers, and sometimes the stores are understaffed. This leads to burnout and higher turnover. The second challenge is poor communication between store employees and upper management. Many partners will feel that their concerns about schedule, workload, safety are not properly heard, and this has ever led to the unionization efforts in some locations. Another challenge is related to rapid digital changes. Starbucks has introduced mobile ordering and digital payments, which are convenient for customers. However, some employees struggle to adapt because they do not receive enough training. This causes confusion and inconsistent service quality. Lastly, Starbucks has strong sustainability goals, but employees need clearer guidance and better training to support this initiative effectively. Because of this issue, low moral communication problems and difficulty adapting to new technology, Starbucks is suitable choice for an organizational development intervention. Through OD strategies, the company can improve communication, strengthen employee support, enhance training, and manage change more effectively. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Ain Shoida and I will be presenting on our organizational diagnosis and key issues along with supporting data and areas for intervention. We analyzed Starbucks using Waysport's 6-box model to understand its current organizational challenges. First, in terms of purposes, Starbucks emphasizes customer experience and partner satisfaction, but employees often report long hours and understaffing, showing a gap between goals and reality. Regarding structure, store roles are unclear and staffing is frequently insufficient, creating workload issues. Relationships between staff and management are strained, with low trust and ongoing union tensions. In terms of rewards, scheduling and pay practices are perceived as unfair, which negatively impacts morale. Leadership visibility is also limited, with inconsistent communication and insufficient attention to labor concepts. Finally, helpful mechanisms such as scheduling tools and feedback channels are inadequate and do not effectively address employee concerns. From this diagnosis, we identified 5 key issues. First, there is chronic understaffing and unpredictable schedules. Second, low trust and strained labor management relations are evident. Third, gaps in leadership's visibility are impacting employee confidence. Fourth, HR mechanisms for feedback and support are ineffective. Finally, employee well-being and retention are significant concerns. To support this, we created a simulated datasheet for 5 stores based on public survey evidence from the SOC 2025 Starbucks Worker Survey. The data shows staffing adequacy is low, many shifts are understaffed, schedule predictability is poor, and employee satisfaction is low. This snapshot clearly highlights the areas where organizational development interventions are needed. In conclusion, Starbucks faces interconnected challenges in staffing, scheduling, trust, and leadership visibility. Targeted organizational development interventions such as improved scheduling systems, stronger leadership engagement, and better feedback mechanisms can help improve employee satisfaction, reduce turnover, and enhance the overall customer experience. By addressing these key areas, Starbucks can better align its operations with its mission and values, creating a more positive work environment for its partner and a better service for its customers. Thank you.
Okay, now I will explain about the OD intervention plan that we propose for Starbucks. Our OD intervention plan for Starbucks focuses on creating a better working environment for employees and improving overall store performance. Starbucks has been facing issues like stress during peak hours, high turnover, and inconsistent leadership. To address this, we propose several key interventions. First, we introduce team building activities to help baristas and managers work more smoothly together. This strengthens communication and reduces conflict. Second, we improve training and development so new and current employees feel more prepared, confident, and supported in their roles. Third, we provide leadership coaching for store managers to help them communicate better, handle conflicts, and motivate their teams more effectively. We also include some structural improvements such as clearer work processes, better internal communication tools, and fairer scheduling. Finally, we reinforce Starbucks' positive culture of respect, inclusion, and customer-focused values.
Hello everyone, I will explain about the OD intervention plan. Type of intervention is leadership coaching, team building program, customer service training, and culture reinforcement activities. Our goals is to improve communication, strengthen leadership capability, and enhance customer service consistency, and also increase employee engagement and retention. The key stakeholders will be HR and OD team, store managers, baristas and supervisor, senior management. Change model according to the Levins model will be like unfreeze, community need for change, the change, implant training plus coaching, refreeze, reinforce through policies and recognition. Thank you.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Osman Firdaus. I will be presenting a managing resistance to change, particularly in the organization Starbucks. Resistance to change is completely normal. Employees may resist because of fear of the unknown, concern about job security, feeling overload, or maybe because they feel the change contradict the company cultures and value. In this presentation, I will explain about potential resistance point, communication and engagement strategies, and the role of power dynamic, culture, and trust. Let's start by identifying where resistance may emerge. There are three levels of group resistance. First is individual, second group, and third organizational. At individual level, employees may resist due to fear of job loss or role change, especially when new technologies or systems are introduced. Some staff may experience a lack of skill or confidence, feeling unprepared to meet new expectations. Others may simply experience disruption to their habits and comfort zone, as change requires them to relearn routines they are familiar with. Next, at group level, we see different types of resistance. Store level teams may feel overloaded, especially if they believe new initiatives add extra work without enough support. Unionized group may resist change that appear to undermine established right or agreement. And finally, peer influence plays a huge role. If influential team members reject the change, others may follow in order to maintain group cohesion. Last but not least, on organizational level, resistance may increase if the change conflict with the company culture or value. For example, if employees feel it undermines Starbucks, emphasize on human connection and empowerment. There may also be a lack of trust in leadership, especially if past change efforts fail or poorly communicated. Lastly, inconsistent communication across outlets can lead to confusion, frustration, and ultimately resistance. Next, I will cover communication strategies and engagement method. Effective communication needs to be transparent, continuous, two-way, and tailored to different employees group. First, we should communicate yearly and openly. This means clearly explaining why the change is necessary. sharing evidence such as performance data or customer expectation, and giving employee educate preparation time. Avoiding surprise is key to reducing fear and uncertainty. Second, we must communicate through multiple channels. These include town hall, short briefing, email, poster, infographic, and mobile apps. Using multiple methods ensure consistency and reach all employees regardless of location, shift pattern. Third, leadership must deliver a clear and consistent message. If different managers communicate different versions of the change, confusion will build and resistance will grow. Manager training is essential to aligning communication. Now, let's look at engagement method. There are action organization to take involve employees, support them, and make change easier to accept. One of the most effective methods is participation. Employees respond better when they have a voice. This can include involving frontline workers in designing new workflow or forming pilot teams to test new process and give feedback. Participation increases ownership and reduce resistance. Next, we must support employees through training and development. Hands-on training, micro-learning module, and mentorship program can help staff build the skill and confidence required for change. Support system also play an important role. These include creating peer support group, sometimes called change champion, offering manager coaching, and providing feedback channel like suggestion box or hotlines. This support structure make employees feel heard and supported. Resistance is also influenced by power dynamic. If leadership push change without consultation, employees may feel powerless and resist. Union groups also hold significant influence. If change are perceived and threats to workers' rights, organized resistance is likely. Store managers are critical change agents. If manager resist the change, team will follow. Therefore, engaging and empowering managers yearly is essential. Culture is another major factor. Starbucks culture emphasizes warmth, inclusivity, empowerment, and ethical practices. If employees feel the change contradicts this value, resistance will be strong. To address this, communication should be framed using Starbucks cultural language. Terms like partners, third place, and connection, aligning change with core value make it more acceptable. Trust is the foundation of successful change. Employees must believe that leadership has their best interests at heart. Leaders can build trust by acting consistently and keeping their promise, show visible support by visiting outlets and speaking directly with employees, or acknowledging past failures openly and explaining how the new process will be different. Trust also reduces anxiety and increase cooperation. And that's all from me. Thank you.
My name is Tulip Danusia and I'm from Group 10. The purpose of evaluation is we evaluate to confirm the intervention worked, identify the gaps, and support the continuous improvement. This helps Starbucks to enhance the employee experience and customer satisfaction. The success measurement frameworks, we use the multi-level system, KPIs, and qualitative feedbacks, operational data, and sustainability metrics. Together, this provides a full picture of impacts. In KPIs, we track engagement, customer satisfaction, turnover, operational efficiency, and sustainability. Icon makes these KPIs easy to visualize. So the fifth is qualitative measurement. We gather and focus on groups, interviews, customer stories, and manager observation to understand the experience behind the numbers. Now let's look at evaluation tools. We track progress using quarterly surveys, monthly plus check, 360-degree feedback, and real-time dashboards. These tools give us quick, clear into employee performance and engagement. And the second one is feedback loops. We review progress monthly at store level, quarterly by region, and yearly by globally. Feedback is shared openly, used to update trainings and supports continuous Kaizen style improvements. The resistance monitoring. We track earlier signs of resistance and respond with extra training, incentives, and open communication to support adoption. This table shows that we measure how often and who's responsible across engagement, customers' experience and operation, and sustainability and leadership. This accountability supports better decision, boosts and morale and loyalty, and strengthens the Starbucks long-term performance in culture.